Welcome to the StockMinter.com studios. I am your StockMinter, Brian Johnson, a weekly wrap-up. Today's trading, what a wild ride, huh? Gap down, run straight back up, then run straight back down. Oh yeah, and then run straight back up. It was quite a ride today in the markets as we saw the economic data come out on the jobs numbers, which was bad news, then it was good news. No, that was really bad news. But at the end of the day, it was really pretty good news. So the market's still in a lot of indecision right here, trying to make up their minds which way to go. Now, we saw a nice, and I'm going to tell you guys, this was really kind of a nice technical look here. The Dow was beautiful today from this aspect. We gapped right down into the 50, ran right back up to basically fill the gap. Then we started right back down. We hovered down here for a while, looking like we might be putting in a low base, and then broke straight back up again by the end of the day. Putting in for the day, a big old fat doji. So we had a big move. For those of you that were more aggressive, we got to move back below 10,600. Didn't last long, but it was at least far enough to allow you to get into some profits. Almost 100 points, running right back towards that 10,500 level I've been talking about. We did not break 10,500, so what does that mean? Well, we did not get the more conservative entry that we were looking for. So you might be looking at the day going, oh man, look at that action. I could have made some money on it today. Yeah, you would have had to be pretty nimble, all right? You got to be pretty quick to make money in markets like this, and you really got to know what you're doing. Was there opportunities? Oh yeah, there were some good day trading opportunities. But if you're not completely sure with exactly what you're doing, you would have struggled today. You would have struggled today. So we ultimately put in this huge hammerish type candle. What does this mean? Really nothing to me right now. Bottom candle, topping candle, whatever. It really doesn't mean anything to me at this point. It does mean that we're still consolidating sideways. I got to tell you, about halfway through the day, I looked at it and went, "Ooh, look at this. Looks like maybe we got a break to the downside of this, potential high base we were watching here. This thing did not hold up. We got a broken formation. But you can't know till the end of the day, and sure enough, we are still in the high base formation. Nothing's changed. Now, I'll go over what to look at coming into next week. So let's just look at what we had to work with all week long. And what was it, guys? Yeah, nothing. Nothing. You had a gap up to start the week. See this big white candle? And it didn't work out that way. It gapped up to the 10,600 to start Monday. Remember that? Oh, yeah. We rolled sideways, and by the end of the week, we finished at 10,653. So we really kind of opened the week right around 10,600, and by the end of the week, we moved about 50 points in the Dow. For a week, we moved 50 points by the end of it. That's not a whole lot. So still lots of indecision going on here in the markets. There's still a huge fight between the bears and the bulls up here. I am still cautiously bullish. I have to be. The charts force me to be cautiously bullish up here. But really, for next week, our levels haven't changed a whole lot in what we're looking at, for entries. I'm still not sold on the move. I will hand it to the bulls. That was huge to get it all the way back up here today. But for the week, we're just sideways. Just a bad week trade in the indices. The NASDAQ did come down, break that blue line. I thought this was, maybe go time for the NASDAQ. Nope, by the end of it, came right back up to that 1900 level. Still pushing on these upper ends here. From a daily standpoint, same thing here. You can see the move in the candles today. This is still just a bull pullback at this point. I gotta keep looking at it as that. Overall for the week, nowhere. We did not go anywhere. Started right around 1900, closed right around 1900. We haven't gone anywhere in the markets this week at all. From a weekly, you can kind of see the spread too. Our low was 1873 with a high of 1911. It's 25, 35, 30, whatever, 39, 40 points-ish, 38 points all week long in the markets. Yeah, not a big move. Not a big move from low to high. So we didn't see a lot of movement today. In the weekly candles now, I don't know. I'm still, yes, okay, now we actually closed up and above the 20-week moving average. Wahoo. I'm still just not sold on this move quite yet by the bulls. It's, there's just no power behind it. There's just no power behind it. So for the week, we really haven't moved anywhere. Here's the SPX. Look at this. Move, 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 move. Break down. Right into the 1110 area. Breaks below 11.15 gave you opportunities, maybe 8 points, but no one ever calls the top and the bottom. So you maybe caught a few points in here, maybe on this move. And then at the end of the day, it looked like we were getting that low base, and once it broke up and above, it was off to the races the rest of the day in the markets. So just really lots of indecision here. Nothing to go on, and we're right back to where we were to start the week, and that is right around this 11:20ish area. So we had that gap up to start the week, and then right back down. We didn't move much more than about 5 points or so all week long, ultimately, by the time the thing was over. We did break the 200. They pulled it back up. Bulls are holding as hard as they can to this upper level right here. We get a break upwards from here, it's got to go right back to this blue line. Maybe it's making a little bit of room so it can move back into this 1140-ish area, 1150-ish area. That would be some preliminary areas to watch coming into next week. From a weekly, it just held the 20, the Bulls. The Bulls just held the 20 by about a point, but this move is not, I don't know, sure doesn't excite me at all. It's just nothing heavy here. Nothing heavy by the Bulls here. The VIX on a daily ended up down after we saw a nice run up. Came right into this overhead 200 though, and that's where it basically stopped. Was able to touch the 20, but wasn't able to hold this 200 ultimately by the end of the day. So for the week, we did get another close down in the VIX. Look at this thing. It really looks like it wants to be pulled down into this area here. So all we're looking at is confirmation. Down for the week, 7.5%. Still no real fear in the markets at all. Apple on a 60-minute was still down today. It's just wallowing around down here in nothingness. Look at this. So choppy. Ever since earnings, it's gone nowhere. Really. It's gone nowhere. It's been so choppy. Very difficult trading with an Apple. For the week, you can see another tiny little candle being put in. Look at these big candles we had all the way leading up to here. Here's that fat finger day where that apparently some guy hit the wrong button, whatever. And anyway, you can see the big candles all the way along here until we get right into these last couple weeks. We had a low of 257 and a high of 264. Come on, guys, $7 an Apple all week, a high and a low of a $7 spread. Yeah, just lots of consolidation, waiting for the next move, and so we sit on our hands and wait. FAS on a 60 had that same action we saw today. Gap down, run up, run down, run up by the end of it. Opportunities to trade it had to be quick and make sure you were day trading in order to pull anything of it. Look where it stopped, right at or around that 50-day moving average. Found nice support right here. This still looks like a bull pullback, guys. Until we get back below about 22ish or so, it's just a bull pullback at this point. FAZ then doing the opposite. It ran up only to run back down. Never really broke any of these these higher levels that I've really been waiting for. Notice how we started and ended pretty much at the same level. Now it was up 1.5%, but only on the gap. Look at where it gapped to. It gapped right above the support, ran up, hit resistance, ran right back down into support. Man, that's just TA's awesome. I love technical analysis. Hey, if there's any of you guys that are fundy guys that just happen to be stumbled upon me and you're watching this, I'm going to tell you something here on a Friday afternoon. If you have a really, really good grasp of fundamentals, when you put technicals with your fundamentals, oh my, does it open doors for you. I have students that come to me that are strictly fundamentalists, want to learn how to be technical traders, and by the time we're done, they are loaded with lots and lots of good information that they can use. When you put the two of them together, holy smokes, you really increase the chances of successful trades by a lot. So if there's any fundy guys that are, well, I don't know about this technical stuff, but you're really sold on the fundamentals, I'm telling you, the mentoring course is well worth your time. It will fill in all the blanks. Fundamentals are great. They will tell you which stocks are strong and which ones are weak, but they do not tell you when to get in and when to get out. That's what technicals do for you. And when you put the two of them together, what a powerful, powerful partners they are. So think about the courses, guys. Talk to me more about it because I can't stress enough how useful they are for you fundy guys out there. Okay, Faz anyway. Breaking up, breaking down. Oh, that's just beautiful, TA. From a daily here, you can see the big black candle being put in today. Still just a bear pullback at this point. I really wanted to get back up and above this area. So above the 14, I don't know, 25 for the more aggressive. Really 1450 is a more conservative entry on FAS to the long still. Okay, so that's what we saw all week long, guys. Consolidation, moving sideways, going nowhere. This thing is coiling up for something big. Something big. Once again, here we go. Move up, coil, spring. Coil, what? I don't know. Could be up, could be down. Let's look it over this weekend. I'll be back with you again on Sunday. Talk to you later.